for understanding the concept and the offerings provided by CII. So before we start, I will just like to quickly lay down the ground rules. This session is getting recorded. It is especially for the people who could not join, and we would be happy to forward this recording of the session to each and everyone from National Life and General Insurance. And we have this session spread across two parts. One is the presentation by Ms. Jenner, and it will go around 30 minutes, and then we will keep some 10 to 15 minutes for question and answer. Feel free to use the chat box for putting up your questions during the session, and we will open the session in the end, and we will wind it up by 11:45. Yes, so thank you so much. So I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our presenter for the day, Ms. Jenner Jones. She's Regional Director with CII. I would like to take quick opportunity to give a quick brief about Jenner and her professional experience. Jenner comes with a rich experience of 25 years in banking and financial services and sales, which is UK and the UAE. She is from Dubai. Currently, she's based out of Dubai since 13 years, and she has a responsibility for launching and developing Middle East market as far as the CIS certification and qualifications are concerned. Its mission and core values in order to drive up professional standards across financial planning and insurance sector. She's also tasked with overseeing delivery and fulfillment of CII education and qualification programs, and ensures that all the associated stakeholders to achieve best practices in adhering to the CII professional code of ethics. Besides this, Jenner has also experience in holding senior management positions for leading financial institutions in the UK and the UAE, to name a few, Lloyds Bank and Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank, to name a few. Yeah, so without further ado, I would hand it over to Jenner. Over to you, Jenner. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dinesh. So good morning, everybody. As Dinesh has just said, my name is Gaynor Jones, Regional Director for the Chartered Insurance Institute Middle East, and I'm based here in Dubai. I'm delighted to have been invited to present to you today by the National Life and General Insurance Company. Hopefully, this will help raise the profile of both of our entities and the insurance profession across the region. Okay. Irina, my colleague, will be hosting the slides for us today. So can you move to the next slide, please, Irina? Thank you. The Chartered Insurance Institute office in Dubai was opened in 2018. And we're based in the highly prestigious DIFC, which is the main financial hub in Dubai. Initially, I was running the office alone, and last year I was joined by our operations assistant, Irina, and in June this year, we appointed Ben, and Ben is our business development and projects manager. So we're a small team of 3, but we're highly responsive. We've made great progress in the region, supporting our members and students. Can we move slides, please? Thank you. The Chartered Insurance Institute's vision is to build public trust across the insurance and personal finance profession by providing relevant learning, insightful leadership, and an engaged membership. Driving professional standards is at the heart of everything that we do. Ethical conduct and technical competence are supported by our Code of Ethics and qualifications, designed in conjunction with industry practitioners. As you can see from the slide, the CII is one of the oldest and largest professional bodies, and our patron is the Queen of England. I'd now like to play a short video that Irina will host for us, and this video will highlight the mission of the CII for you. think the Wi-Fi is maybe a bit slow. It's coming, but slowly.
Resilience and help put lives and livelihoods back together as a force for social good. Every day, our profession helps protect both individuals and businesses in a turbulent world. With 125,000 members internationally, our community is continually growing, allowing us to promote best practice for the profession throughout the world. Our members belong to a body that values qualities such as competence, integrity and care for the customer. They form part of our faculties and societies, encouraging collaboration across the sector. The CII provides members with rigorous technical, market and regulatory knowledge, making it easier for them to do their jobs professionally and serve their customers. We produce relevant learning that links modern technologies with practical, up-to-date and wide-ranging education and qualifications relevant at all stages of the career. We are creating an engaged membership by utilizing the power of our local and international institutes and societies to reach our members. This includes thousands of dedicated volunteers facilitating support, networking and community engagement opportunities. We want to show insightful leadership by leading societal and diversity initiatives ourselves, collaborating with our sister professional bodies and supporting wider market initiatives. We have committed ourselves through our manifesto to making our organisation modern, relevant and diverse. The CII's Royal Charter states that it exists to secure and justify the confidence of the public, but we can only do this by being at the heart of a united profession.
Thank you, Irina. I hope you enjoyed that short recording. It was important to us to have a presence in the Middle East to support our members on the ground locally, as we fully understand and embrace the local culture and the needs from the region, such as the study material and exams being translated into Arabic language. The Middle East has the next largest number of members outside of the UK, hence the need for us to have a presence here. Next slide, please. Thank you. Being based in the Middle East gives us the opportunity to work on the ground with local regulators and institutes such as the Oman Insurance Association, who we would like to build a long-term solid relationship with. We work with SAMA, the Financial Academy in Saudi Arabia, the Insurance Authority in the UAE, along with many other regulators. Working closely with the regulators and local institutes helps us understand the needs of corporates, training providers and individuals in the region. For example, the need for Arabic translations for our study material and the need for each country around encouraging the local employees to pursue a career in insurance known as Omanization or Emiratization. By working closely with our stakeholders in the region and providing bespoke training solutions, this has led to us being voted the #1 educational and training initiative in the Middle East by Middle East Insurance Review, which we're very proud of. We're more than happy to work with corporates to devise the most effective training pathways for their employees so that they can fulfil their career aspirations and set themselves apart from their peers. At the Chartered Insurance Institute, we can provide a tailored qualification pathway for any individual working in the insurance or financial planning sector. We're more than happy to guide students through the process to help you achieve the best possible results in the most effective manner for you. Next slide, please. At the heart of everything we do, we want to raise the profile of the insurance sector and the individuals that work within it by building public trust and awareness. This can only be done by listening to our members, providing lifelong learning solutions to our students, being relevant and having the latest, up-to-date, engaging material, pooling our experiences to ensure standards are relevant in these changing times. Next slide, please. Thank you. I would now like to introduce to you our Goodwill Ambassadors that are here to raise awareness across the region. The Goodwill Ambassadors are all highly qualified individuals working in the insurance sector with a tremendous amount of experience between them. Please take a look at the CII Middle East website and you will see their recorded interviews and inspiring work that they've been carrying out across the Middle East. I would now like to focus on how we can help you as individuals. The diagram shows the different qualifications that the CII offers and the number of credits you need to achieve the qualification. The illustration covers the insurance or financial planning markets, but the credits differ depending on which discipline you follow. Please see our website for a full explanation with flowcharts. Next slide, please. Here is an example of our qualifications brochure that features insurance study units available in the Middle East region. You can access this again on the CII Middle East website. Thank you. We also have a whole range of financial planning units. For those that require them again, these are available in Arabic language. One thing I will make you aware of is that the home finance and mortgage qualifications are getting very popular at the moment. So this is an area that if you are interested, you can get certified there. Next slide, please. This slide shows the most popular non-UK study units in the region, along with the prices and credits towards the qualification. It's important that we provide non-UK content so that the content is more relevant to the students living in the Middle East. This will enable you to find the most relevant study units to the role that you carry out on a daily basis. Until the end of October, we do have a promotion available for anyone wanting to purchase the award units, and this will provide you with significant discounts. Next slide, please. This slide gives you a fuller picture of all the UK insurance study units available depending on the route you wish to follow, such as maybe motor insurance, healthcare insurance, or the more technical marine insurance, aviation, and even space units. There's something there for everybody at all levels. Next slide, please. Thank you. Here we have the route to diploma and advanced diploma, highlighting the mandatory units, credits required, and the options available. Slide, please. The route to diploma and advanced diploma is also available with the mandatory financial planning units and credits detailed on this slide. Next slide, please. Here we have an overview of our membership and the prices. So you can see membership is available at all levels to suit you wherever you are in your professional development. Next slide, please. Yeah. Hand in hand with membership goes continued professional development, often referred to as CPD. CPD helps you keep abreast of regulatory changes and new products being brought to the market. This also gives you an edge to the competition, as employers and consumers are now more attracted to engaging with fully qualified individuals who commit to their own professional development. This can be evidenced by displaying your designation on your business cards and your online profile if you are a CII member. The CII offer a whole array of online CPD content for our students and an impressive platform to record this activity. Our platform also allows managers to see their employees are carrying out the required activities by recording the results and time spent learning if this is a requirement for them. Next slide, please. Thanks. To complement our learning material, we also offer tailored face-to-face or online training programs. These can be exam preparation classes or bespoke technical learning programs. This will help ensure that the student has sufficient knowledge to help them pass the exam the first time, or to bridge gaps in their knowledge that may need refreshing periodically. Next slide, please. Award and certificate level exams are multi-choice, available in English, and some are also available in Arabic. We recommend that you start with award or certificate to build your knowledge gradually and provide a strong foundation of the fundamentals. Then you can add more advanced units as you proceed. For students that require additional learning support, we have Enrolment Plus. Enrolment Plus provides past papers, audio recordings, and a key facts condensed booklet. Next slide, please. To plan your study time, we do have a CII study planner to help you, which is available on the CII website. Please read the study material that you're provided with. You will be tested on this content. So if you have not read the content, you've not understood it, you will not pass. So that is the one thing that I urge you to do. Please read it carefully. Next, thank you. The CII offers exams anytime, anywhere the student chooses. Students can go to an exam centre of their choice, or if you prefer, you can actually sit the exam at home or from your office, from your own laptop at a time that's convenient to you. This makes the whole exam process less stressful for you as a student, as you may be in surroundings that are familiar to you, making you feel more comfortable, rather than worrying about where am I going to park my car and where is the exam centre. We're here to support you. You, our customers, are at the heart of everything that we do. We have a dedicated corporate customer services team. We have a web chat for our students, and our Dubai office is here to help you whenever you need any help. Next slide, please. Thank you for your time today, and I'll now be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First of all, my apologies for wrongly pronouncing your name in the initial part. And what an amazing and crisp way of taking us through the presentation. I'm sure a lot of insight goes into it. And a quick question from my end. Will you be able to share this presentation with us so that we can forward it to the consent team? Because one of the concerns raised by Dr. Vinod was that he was not able to see the presentation. So do we have the access to this presentation? I believe you already mentioned that the details are available on the website, CII website for the UAE region or Middle East region. Yeah, so still we will have this presentation with us?
Yeah, so after the session today, we'd be happy to share the presentation with you. We'll also share our contact details and the link to the Middle East website, because there is a CII UK website, but we also have a Middle East website that's specifically there to help students in this region.
All right, great. So I think that answers Dr. Vinod's question, and even Vahini also asked the same thing. Okay, great. So I think we open the forum for any question and answer. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question from the champion herself. I think we have one question in the chat box from Nikhil. It says that, is there any minimum years of work experience required to enroll for the program?
None at all. So, you know, we have programs for somebody that's never worked in the insurance sector, and we have programs for people that have worked in the sector for many, many years and have a good breadth of knowledge. So wherever you are at within your career, you know, we have study qualification units to help you.
Great. Thank you, Gaynor, for taking up this question. Anybody has any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself or use the chat box. All right, Vahini is writing, being a finance personnel, how does this qualification help us?
Okay, so we have a whole breadth of qualifications in the insurance sector and financial planning. So depending upon what role you do on a daily basis would depend which units you were going to enroll for. So if you're working in the financial planning sector, you might be looking at you would be looking at the financial planning, so awarding financial planning, certificate in financial planning. By attaining this qualification, what it's going to do is make you more desirable as an advisor to the consumer, also to your employer. Employers, the employer that you're working for has taken the time to meet with us today, to host this presentation, to raise awareness of the importance of developing yourselves. So this makes you more valuable to your employer. And again, out there in the market, you go on LinkedIn, you see the amount of people that have got a CII designation or PFS designation next to their name. This will make you more desirable as opposed to somebody that does not have it. So it's all about investing your time in yourself to make yourself more desirable to consumers and to your employer.
Great, I think absolutely agree with you, Gunnar, on this point. Okay, so we have another question from Met3. Is there a specific time period within which we need to complete the diploma course from the date of enrollment?
Okay, so this is down to the individual, really. When you register, when you start researching the diploma course, you will see on the website that you can have up to 18 months to complete the qualification. But this depends on the individual, how committed you are, and also your workload, because we recognise that people have a day job to do as well as sit in the qualifications. So, for example, I took mine, many, many years ago. I did my diploma in financial planning in 2011 because RDR, the Retail Distribution Review, came in that mandated in the UK that if you did not have a level 4 qualification, i.e. diploma, you could not work in financial planning, you could not give advice. So they gave us 18 months to do this, and I did mine in 9 months because I wanted to make sure that I'd done it, got it out of the way, and I could focus then, on the business and not be worrying about studying and planning my time, and also family time as well. So yeah, it's down to the individual, how committed you are, what your workload looks like. And as well, I mentioned earlier in the presentation, we do have a study planner available on the website. So anybody that does struggle with maybe a little bit of self-discipline when it comes to studying, that's available to help them there.
Great, good to hear. I'm sure you have to burn that midnight oil of yours to complete the course in half of the duration almost. So amazing achievement, and thank you so much for taking up the question. And I also believe that if you have to do it, why not do it right now? I mean, why even take a time to think over it? Because you just need to be convinced and just go for it. Because sometimes it happens that we take a lot of time in enrolling or getting up any study or qualification. So most of the times is lost in that. But once we take up any education, you feel excited and you really want to be part of the game and complete it as soon as possible. So it's a different experience altogether. I can also relate with one of my experience of mine. So yeah, agree.
Dinesh, I couldn't agree with you more. And the thing is, in the UK, they announced that you had 18 months to get the qualification. Some people don't pass the first time, so you may have to sit one of the units again. So this has to be factored in. So the earlier you start studying, the better, because as soon as the insurance authority or whoever, or ESCA, as soon as they do mandate the minimum qualifications, the top clock will be ticking, and this is going to put pressure on you. So, why not get ahead of the curve and start studying before the pressure is put on you to do so?
Absolutely. I would like to take up one question on behalf of one of the senior manager. he is Cert CII. He has completed his Cert CII, and he definitely is ambitious about going for a diploma or to attach his name against a DIP. So, is there any specific method in terms of, I have to select X number of modules, which is mandatory, and rest I can choose on my will? So the question he's relating is because he's from marketing, though he's in insurance industry, but he's from marketing. So his inclination is towards marketing. So is there any option that he can choose most of the relevant subjects which are associating himself with marketing and complete his DIP?
Yes, so basically because he's already got certificate, well done, that's brilliant that you've got that. Yeah, so because he's got certificate, he's already got units that will count towards the diploma. Yes. So there are mandatory units that you have to carry out within the diploma. I think M92, which is insurance law, that's one of them if it's on the insurance side. But if you have a look at the presentation that we've just provided, it gives details of the mandatory units, and on our website, that will give details of the mandatory units. So when you look at the amount of credits you get for the mandatory units, the amount of credits that your colleague has that is already achieved at certificate level, he just has to make up the missing credits with units at diploma level. So it's all there on the website. It details it very, very clearly.
Great, fantastic. Thanks. One more question, Jenna. Certification, or if I go for enrollment, with membership or without membership?
With membership every time, and that's for several reasons. So the first reason, from the student's point of view, if you're a member of the CII, you receive significant discounts from the study material. So you can receive up to 20–30% off the standard prices. So it's very, very important. The first thing that you do is to become a member to keep the money in your pocket. Yeah. So the second reason that we like to see students become members is because everybody that joins the CII as a member abides by the CII Code of Ethics, which again is very important that you do have a Code of Ethics, and the public do recognise, advisors that do abide by a Code of Ethics are more desirable as opposed to ones that don't. And then thirdly, this is a very important reason why it's good to be a member. You can only use the CII designation after your name when you complete a qualification if you are a member. So that means on your business card, you would be able to put Dinesh Gagnani, Cert CII or DIP CII. Again, on social media, you can only use a designation after your name if you're actually a member of the CII. So, we encourage everybody to become a member so you can display your hard work to the public and everybody can see that you've sat the qualifications, you've passed them, and you're displaying them with pride.
Certainly, yes. Is there any community if I become a member and I will take a lot of time in terms of going for any exam? So is there any community that I just can hang out with and maybe get some motivation and see what's happening in the industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we have a CII Middle East LinkedIn page where we're displaying information constantly. We have events throughout the year which we invite members to. We have as well the Goodwill Ambassadors that were on the presentation. If you're sitting your exams and you're struggling with any parts of the syllabus that you don't really understand, they can mentor you. So, you can reach out to them for help. Again, on the LinkedIn page, we get people reaching out to each other for help. So it is, the membership is part of being part of the CII community, the CII family locally.
Great, thanks. One last question from my side, then I'll rest my questions in peace. As we have a lot of colleagues from India, and in fact, I myself have completed a licentiate from III Insurance Institute of India. It's one of the premier recognized institutions back home. So if I have completed any level, licentiate, associate, or fellow, will it help me to gain some momentum with CII certification?
Absolutely, yes. So that's a really good question. So we do recognise that students sit exams, right across the world with different bodies. We also recognise that students have MBAs. So if you've got an MBA or if you've got qualifications with another professional body, we actually have a process called recognition of prior learning, and it's all available online on the website. So you basically put in the details of the qualification that you have, and if we recognise it, we actually give credits towards the examination. So you'd be exempt from taking certain units. So example, we see a lot of students in Saudi that have got the IFCE certificate. So if they have that, it exempts them from sitting our awarding general insurance. So as part of the certificate, there are 3 exams. So it means that you only have to do 2 instead of 1. So you're saving yourself some money there. You're also saving yourself some time and pain because you don't have to study that unit. You get an exemption for it.
All right, thank you so much. Question from Dr. Vinod. It says validity of membership. Does it require a periodic renewal? Is it for 1 year or something like that?
Yeah, so membership is renewed on an annual basis. The reason we renew it on an annual basis is that students, they start off with no CII qualifications, then they get the certificate. So we move them to certificate level membership, then they go to diploma, they get diploma level membership so that they're recognised. So yeah, we do it on an annual basis to make sure, again, that we know the student, that we have all the current contact details, and if their circumstances have changed. So every year we do the renewal process.
Right. And thanks, Ben, for addressing Sandeep's question. Fadia is saying how to register. I believe she's talking about being a member. Is there any process? What's the process for registration? Or the website guides me to do it? It's very easy to do so.
Yeah, all you need to do is go onto the CII Middle East website, go to membership, and everything is done online for you. The whole process is automated.
Great, great, great. Fantastic. So, any more questions? I believe. Okay. Great. I think we are about to hit the clock just before time. And if any of you have any questions, feel free to write it to me or Mariam. We'll be happy to pass on to Gainer and her team. And I believe we will be receiving the details in terms of the courses available, the presentation, the contact person. As soon as I receive it from CII team, I will forward it to all the employees, and from there on you can take it up. And would that be okay, Gainer, if the employees directly approaches you? Because we are facilitating this event, we want the employees directly to be independently taking up this courses or certification. Yes, and I think Samir Nair is putting one question. Is there any help desk where we can contact in case of any issues faced while registration? So I think it is leading to the same question.
So all the things you just said is a yes. So basically, Irina's going to send across the presentation to you. When Irina sends across the presentation, I can see she's just provided the Middle East inquiries.
Yes, very proactive team. I mean, don't even let me finish.
So yeah, if anybody faces any difficulties whatsoever, or if anybody has any questions, we've got the Middle East contact details there, inquiries. If anybody wants to give us a call, we're happy to help. We're happy to answer questions. That's why we're here.
Fantastic. That is what we need, and I'm sure you guys are doing a great job and helping the people to get knowledge along with the professional standards and helping them to grow in the career. So, right, I think great. We are giving you 5 extra minutes to leave and focus on your next preparation meeting. So I think it's been great event. I will take it forward from here. I'll wait for the details from your team, forward it to the concerned team, and hopefully we have good inquiries popping up to you, and even the enrollment. And it is definitely making me also think to go for at least start with the award level.
Nice. Yeah? Very nice, Dinesh. Yeah. Well, thank you all for your time today. Thank you for attending the webinar. You know, I can see we've got some really good numbers. You know, 70 people have attended today. So, you know, we do appreciate you coming online. And as I say, if there's anything anybody needs, we are here to help. And good luck to everybody with your studying.
Sure. Thank you so much, Ginner and team, for taking up the time and answering all the queries. And we look forward to being in touch. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
twice.